Please accept my humble obeisances, Shashra Prabhupada. This is Preeti Vilasini Devidasi from Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you so much, Yashodmati Priya Mataji, for that very beautiful recitation of Bhagavad Gita. And also thank you, Shivani Mataji, for your glorious services. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Preeti Vilasini Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Garanga ki jai. Thank you so much for joining and giving a beautiful association. All glories to your services, Mataji. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shivani Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All Gurus to Srila Prabhupada, Guru and Gauranga. This is Harita from Missouri City, Texas, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Harita Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Garanga ki jai. Thank you so much for joining and giving a beautiful association. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Srivani Mataji, and Pranam to you and all Vaishnavas, Tili Prabhupada, Tili Gurudev Vijay, Vrunda from Atlanta, Paniyati Dam.
Hare Krishna, Vrinda Gopika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Garanga ki jai. Thank you so much for joining and giving a beautiful association. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Is there anybody else who would like to introduce themselves so I can welcome them?
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisance. This is Vandana from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna, Vandana Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Garanga ki jai. Thank you so much for joining and giving a beautiful association. Are you joining for the first time, Mataji?
No Mataji.
Okay. Welcome to the call. Very, very happy to have you on the call. Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, will you start the recording? Prabhuji has joined. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Once again, I welcome you all to Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. I would like to start by sharing a quote by Srila Prabhupada ji. Krishna's Leela in Vrindavan is Prakita, or manifest Leela, and the same is going on internally in the spiritual realm, which is known as Aprakita, or non-manifest. Krishna's planet and Krishna's pastimes are going on eternally, and the same is manifested before the conditioned souls at the certain intervals. One day of Brahma, exactly as the sun is visible for 12 hours, once in 24 hours cycle of the day and night. When the sun is visible, it is called Prakita, and when the sun is not visible, that is called Aprakita, or unmanifested. Non-manifested, therefore, there is no existence, but the terms are used in relation to the visibility or non-visibility to the limited conditioned souls. Letter to Shama Sundara, May 14, 1970. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Good morning, dear devotees. Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace, Prahladananda Prabhuji. Prabhuji will be enlightening us on Sri Caitanya Bhagavata Madhya khanda 25:19 to verses 23. Good morning. Please accept my humble obeisances, Prahladananda Prabhuji. Thank you so much for your valuable time and association. This morning, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Garanga ki jai. I hand over the call to you, Prabhuji. Please take over. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yes, Prabhuji, take over, please.
Okay. I can take over from here now?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you, Mata. Very good. I would like to start with Mangalacharan for about five minutes or so, which I usually do. And then we'll do some a preliminary kind of recap and then start with the slokas, I mean, the culture I was given like that. Okay. So I'll just sing the Mangalacharan prayers, which I usually do for myself. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshaya Bhutale Srimate Radha Govinda Swami Nitinamine. Namaste Prabhupadya Devam Gaurvani Pracharine Nirvishesh Sunyavadi Gramya Jannistarine. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Gopal Krishna Swami Nitinamine. Prabhupadasya Sahitya Yatrakasya Vitiryacha Prachar Krutvan Sadhu Bhagavad Padayate Namah. Namah Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pasyatya Disatarine Om Gyantimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitan Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Sri Caitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutam Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamsya Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padang Sagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitam Mixam. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenbandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchan Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vanchakalpa Tarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Bhyaevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Govind Jai Jai Gopal Jai Jai Radha Raman Hari Govind Jai 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 Radha Madhava Jai Kunj Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari Yashodanandana Raja Ranjan Jamuna Tira Manachari Govinda Govinda Bhajore Gopal Gopal Bhajore Hari Hari Bol Bol Hari Bol Mukunda Madhava Govinda Bol Govinda Govinda Bhajore Gopal Gopal Bhajore Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Vishnupad Paramhans Parivraj Kacharya Ashtadhar Sasri Srimad Abhay Sharanarvind Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जाय नामाचार्य सिल हृदय ठाकुर की जाय प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद की जाय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोविनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जाय श्री वृंदावन धाम की जाय श्री नवदीप धाम की जाय गंगा माई की जाय जमुना माई की जाय तुलसी देवी की जाय भक्ति देवी की जाय Samvita Bhakta Vrunda ki jai, all glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So thank you very much, all Matajis and Prabhujis. Please accept my humble obeisances. I'm not qualified at all to speak like this, but just to make my Vani Pavitra, I would just attempt to glorify Srila Prabhupada and his great contribution and mercy on all of us. So this is why I will try to, if there is any mistakes, please pardon me. You are all erudite scholars on our parampara, and I'm just very little insignificant person who can glorify and try to like that. Sripad Radha Govind Swami says in one of his lectures, he says that when the sun god is setting in the Pacific Ocean in Los Angeles, he's asking, for 12 next hours, I'll be gone from this part of the world. It will be in darkness. Who will take my place and illuminate this darkness, remove it then? Nobody came. Says, Prabhuji, you are so great. How can we do your job like that? But then at the end, a small ghee lamp came in front of sun god. And he said, you are so great. You can illuminate the entire world, but I cannot do. But I'll do one thing. I'll illuminate a small altar in the house of a Vaishnava. Sun God was very pleased with him. Similarly, Sri Prabhupada is our son. We had a small lamb. We can do whatever little he has taught us to spread his glories and glories of Lord Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Prabhupada, and Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Radha Krishna. So this is my humble attempt at this. So please bless me so that I could say something about Chaitanya Charitamrita and Chaitanya Bhagavata like that. Once again, I'm grateful to Gita Sangha. All this every morning I enjoy waking early and attending at 4:20 a.m. Pacific time, and again at 8 a.m. here, like that. So this sadhu sangha is the greatest asset we have. Bhagavan Krishna is very intensely involved in our affairs. He very clearly told Narad, Naham tisthame vaikunte nachar hradayam yoginam hradayavasu. Tatra tisthame naradi yatra gayanti madbhakta. So he is very much present in all our satsang, which are bona fide in parampara line. That's how Sukhdev Goswami has also sung very nicely at the conclusion of Srimad Bhagavatam. He says, Nam Sankirtan Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam. Pranamo Tuk Samanam Stam Namami Harim Param. So when we are chanting Harinam like that, Bhagavan Krishna is very much like that. And all of us, we are followers of Prabhupada. We always feel presence of Lord Sri Krishna in our daily life. And he is guiding us. Sarvasya chaham radhi sannivistam matta smrutir gnanapanam. So he is going to take us and give us our service. Our service is not motivated. It is ahaitukya pratihata. We don't want any reward. And Prahlad Maharaj said to Narsi Bhagwan, I am not doing mercantile business with you. He says, I am doing just service without any expectation. But I don't want to forget doing seva to who? To your Bhrutya. How can I live service of your Bhrutya? So we have to, I personally, so indebted to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj's, Diksha Guru, Siksha Guru, that we are able to proceed some and try to develop some love for Lord Sri Krishna, which happens only by Mahat Krupa and Mahat Seva, as Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur puts it, and the Adhav Shraddha Tata Sadhu, something like that. So this is what I'll try to do today. And Srimad Bhagavatam also says, Bhute Mahat Biryaha Puro Vibhur Nirmaisete Yad Amushu Purusha. Bhungte Gunan Sodasat Maikai Soalam Krishna Bhagavan Vachansile. Oh Bhagavan, please make my Vachansi decorated with some slokas in glorification of Guru Parampara and Bhagavan Shri Krishna, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is what's it. Also, as I understand, originally this Chaitanya Bhagavat was titled as Chaitanya Mangal by Vrindavan Das Thakur. And when then Lochan Das Thakur composed another Chaitanya Mangal, that's where this name was changed to Chaitanya Bhagavat. And Chaitanya Bhagavat, the first half of Chaitanya Leela is commented by Vrindavan Das Thakur, and Chaitanya Charitram is the major portion remaining like that. And Krishnadas Kaviraj in Chaitanya Charitamrita, he's always glorifying Vrindavan Das Thakur. He says that Sahaje Vichitra Madhura Chaitanya Vihara Vrindavan Das Mukhya Amrute Radhar. He says that in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya. And then again, in Adi Lila, he says, Chaitanya Gosai Lila Amrute Radhar Sarvendriya Trupta Hai Sravane Yahar. Just by hearing his pastimes, Chaitanya Prabhu, pastimes in this Chaitanya Bhagavad, Chaitanya Charitamrita, our life becomes successful. Etavan janma safalyam dehinam ihde suprane arte diyavachas sreyam acharanam sada. So this is our, and etavan loke asmin punsa dharma param sruta. Bhakti yoga bhagavati tad naam guruna adi behi. Start with chanting his holy names like that. So that we already done. Now in this Madhya Leela, Amrute Radhar, chapter 25, I'll just read a little bit of about the introduction of this chapter, and then we will go to the slokas I was given. Okay, so in this chapter 25, it's titled as Discourse on Spiritual Knowledge by Srivasa's dead son. So that's the main topic. But there are these 5 topics which are described in this chapter. This chapter describes, number 1, Lord's manifestation of opulence in the chanting of his holy name. That's number 1. Number 2, the maid servant Dukhi's service of bringing water from Ganges to the Lord. This is number 2. Number 3 is the chanting of Dukhi's name to Sukhi, changing. Right? That's how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave his ultimate mercy to this maid servant. And then departure of Srivasa's sons from his body, and the Lord's mitigation of Srivasa's entire family's lamentation by inducing the dead son to speak on spiritual subjects. That just like in Srimad Bhagavatam also, the Muni, Narad Muni, they also bring the son back, and he spoke so much like that. So, and finally, Lord entrusting Gadadhar with responsibility of worshipping the deity. The next paragraph says, Sriman Mahaprabhu would always remain absorbed in pastimes of Sankirtan at house of Srivasangan and would manifest his own opulence. When he would regain his external consciousness, he would go with his associates take bath in the Ganges. Sometimes the devotees would give bath in the Srivas courtyard. That's where this incident of Dukhi to Sukhi was like that. So when the Lord would dance in ecstasy, the maidservant Dukhi would watch the Lord dance with tears in her eyes. And she would fill some pitchers with Ganges water and keep them in a row within the house. On seeing this, Sriman Mahaprabhu was pleased. After asking Srivas, who had brought water, the Lord revealed that anyone who was fortunate enough to do such service would not be called Dukhi, and then he changed her name to Sukhi. So this was her initiation by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, Bhagavan Krishna. So this episode, how does it apply to us? That's what we should be. We should imitate. We should try to develop the same bhav as a Dukhi. We are all Dukhi in this world because we are in Dukhalam Asaswatam. There is threefold miseries which all the time, at any given time, is acting on your head. Adi Daivik, Adi Bhautik, Adhyatmik. Any of these are. And what is the cause? Why we're suffering this? Rushabdev Maharaj says, 5th canto, 5th chapter. Gata Smruti, Vindate Tatapan. Gata Smruti is forgotten. He's in the avidya, tamas. And then he's forgotten the Smruti, avidya. Then it comes all this raga, dvesa, asmita, abhinivesh, all this. So, Gata Smruti Vindate Tatratapan. Asadya Maithunam Agara Magna. He has come to this world of sex because he's a fool. Agna. So, this Smruti that has happened and this whole process, Abhideya, is to regain that Smruti. That getting that Smruti is the most important. And to getting that Smruti, what is the most important element is Mahat Seva. Mahat Pad Rajobhiksika. Jad Bharatji telling Raghuna tat tapasya na yati. He Raghugun tat tapasya na yati. Na ejya naiva nirvapanad gruhadva. Na chandasa naiva suryagna jalagni surya. Vina pad rajo abhisekam. Mahat pad rajo abhisekam. Without serving great pure devotees and obtaining their mercy, we cannot get that smruti. What is that smruti? That I am Jivera Swarupa and Nitya Krishna Radha. That smruti will not come unless we do that. Mahat Seva, Mahat Krupa is everywhere. It's available. That's why all the great devotees, they move on this earth just to spread that Krupa. And one who is fortunate, Brahmanda Brahmite Kaun Bhagyavan Jeev, Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bij. And then when he gets that mercy, he now does Mahat Seva. That's where Adau Shraddha Sadhu Sang will start. And then we'll ultimately get Prem Bhakti. So this is our goal in our life. Aitu kriya pratyata yanatma suprasidati. Savai punsam parodharmo yata bhakti radoksari. So this platform of doing the sadhu sang every morning and whenever possible, it's our great fortune. It's a great fortune. Sadhu sang, sarvasastra. Lava matra sadhu sang. Sarvasiddhi. 0.18 of a second. That is lava matra. If you get some mercy, darsana pavitra karo ei tomara gun. If you just come in touch with some great, I came in touch with great sadhu like Radha Govinda Swami. And I came in touch with his disciple, Gaur Krishnadas Goswami Maharaj. He was very young. He entered Golo. But he has given such nice discourse on Srimad Bhagavatam on YouTube. You will find all these lectures there. All 335 chapters Srimad Bhagavatam, he has selected slokas and he has given us the flow. Very pure Srimad Bhagavatam in Hindi, in Hindi lectures. I keep on hearing those ones so many times like that. So this is our great asset that Sri Prabhupada has given us, big khajana. Amrute Radhar, like that. Okay, so I was given these slokas from 18th. Yesterday, His Grace Adidar Prabhuji gave such an excellent discourse up to the 18th, like that. He's another very erudite scholar. I met him in Texas last Sadhu Sangh and had his blessings like that. So, these great souls, they inspire each of us, and we can get their association. That's such a great fortune for all of us. Very good. So here, in the slok number 15, I think it starts with that. Yes, it says in 11th slok, it says, Yathakshana Prabhu Rana Nritya Haye, Tatakshana Dukhi Punyavati Jalavahe. Shane ke dekhe Nritya Sajala Nayane, Punah Punah Ganga Jal Vahi Vahi Ane. Sari Kari Chaturdige Ade Kumbhagana, देखिया संतोष बड़े श्री सचिनंदन श्री वासर स्थाने प्रभु जिज्ञा से आपने प्रतिदिन गंगा जल कौन जाने आने श्रीवास भले प्रभु दुखी वही आने प्रभु बोले सुखी करी बल सर्व जाने हे जनर दुखी नाम कभु योग्य नाय सर्वकाल सुखी है न मोर चित्तलय. So this is the episode in which an insignificant condition, so like Dukhi, who was a maid servant in the house of Srivas Pandit, she got ultimate blessing of bhakti, just like Narayani got directly from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Prasadam, and that's how Vrindavan Das Thakur has written Chaitanya Bhagavat like that. So in this commentary by His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, he has written a very nice this thing. Okay, so from 18th he says, Sabe sukhi bali lene prabhura agyai, dasi buddhi srivasa na kare sarvathai. By the order of the Lord, everyone called her Sukhi, and from then on, Srivasa did not treat her as maid servant. Prema yoge seva kari lei Krishna pai, matha mudai le yamadandana edhai. One attains Krishna simply by serving him with love, but one cannot escape the punishment of Yamaraj simply by saving one's head. So Suska Vairagya. Suska Vairagya will not develop love for Lord Sri Krishna. This is one of the fundamental teachings in our Guru Parampara. Suska Vairagya, we replace it with Yukta Vairagya. Anasaktasya Visayan Yatharam Yupi Unjata. Nirbandha Krishna Sambandha Yuktam Vairagya. I read somewhere, Sri Prabhupada putting gulab jambu like in his mouth. And then he says, Nirbandha Krishna Sambandha Yuktam Vairagyam Vichyate. Like that. Ours is not Suska Vairagya. Ours is full of rasa. All these 5 rasas. Shanta Dasya Sakhyam Vatsalya Madhurya. So this is the fundamental principle we learn in Bhakti Yoga from Chaitanya Bhagavat, Chaitanya Charitamrita, and Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, like that. So ours is full of rasa, Madhurya rasa. That's what is our topmost rasa. Parkiya, Swakiya, all this, they are getting rasas like that. And Vipralambha. Our main thing is Vipralambha. Lot of association of Lord Sri Krishna in separation. When Krishna left Vrindavan, came after so many years. All the gopis were in separation, and they all relished their separation. So this is a spiritual bliss which one can feel in separation from Lord. The more we hear, the more we we develop love for Lord Sri Krishna, just like who? Rukmini. Rukmini only heard about Lord Sri Krishna from Sri Narad. And she intensely decided, and I'll marry this man only, even if I have to take birth after birth. This is known as Nischaya, Dhairya, Utsaha, Nischaya, Dhairya. These are that's how our Prema Bhakti will be prasiddhyate. All right. And in this connection, there are some slokas which I felt like, say there is this Caitanya which says that Jihvar lalase ye jiv iti utidhai. Sishnodar Parayan Krishna nahi bhai. One who is engaged in fulfilling these Vegas. All this Vegas means all these forces. I was talking to Rishi Kumar Prabhu. He is teaching us the Sandarbhas, 6 Sandarbhas. So I told him I'm from Vegas, Las Vegas. So he said, you must control 6 Vegas. Jiva Udarupasta Vegam, Manasa Krodha Vegam, all these Vegas. He was putting Vegas as Sanskrit word Vega, force like that. So this is how we can get the Lord Krishna's mercy. All our senses, they can come into service of Lord Sri Krishna. That's why they get purified. Otherwise, we cannot experience Lord Krishna's association. Atas Krishna namadina bhavet grahyam indre. Sevan mukhe jivado swami sfuratyada. And then again, Bhakti's definition, Narad Muni says that. Sarvopadhi vinirmuktam tat paratvena nirmalam. Rishi kesa sevanam bhakti ruchi. And anya vilasita sunyam gnan karmera nautam. Anukulin krishnena silanam bhakti rutam. So this is how we can process slowly towards our ultimate Krishna Prem, which we can develop in this parampara of our ISKCON like that. And Sankaracharya Muni about Suska Vairagi says, Jatilo mundi lunchita kesa kayambar bahukruta vesha. Pasyan apina pasyati muda udar nimittam bahukruta vesha. And it's same Bhaj Govindam Sankaracharya Maharaj says, Bhagavad Gita kinchida dhita ganga jalla kanika pita. Sakrudapi murari samarcha kriyana yasya yamena charcha. I will bypass dialogue with Yamaraj. Apiche suduracharo, no problem. Apiche suduracharo bhajate mam ananyaba. Sadhurev samantya samyak vyavasito hisa. He has completely perfected in that perfect line, Guru Parampara. That's why even if he is a duracharo, he will become Shipram Bhavati Dharmatma. Satsvat Santim Nigachati. And then the world famous Bhagavan Krishna's promise, Kaunte Pratijanihi Name Bhakta Pranes. He tells Arjun to declare. He doesn't promise himself because he can change like he did for Bhisma. But he says, Kaunte Pratijani, Name Bhakta Pranes. So, iti samsmrutya dharyami. Sanjay dharyami. After doing Arti Puja, which oh Lord Krishna, I made so many mistakes. Gnana dasva jnanadva. So kshantum arhasi. Please forgive me because I am your servant. Like that. Servant's servant. Das anudasosmi. So these are some of the slokas which came to my mind like that. And simply by external acceptance of sannyas or simply by atoning for one's sinful activities, one cannot escape the punishment of Yamaraj. So to bypass dialogue with Yamaraj is Bhagavad Gita kinchadidita ganga jalla kanika pita. Do every day doing some satsang, some Harinam Sankirtan, and some prachar, little prachar, whatever little we know. And we here in Las Vegas doing this for last 20 years. You're passing away small books, perfect question, perfect answer, easy journey to other planets. And all these small Prabhupada books we are distributing free of charge to all the people, especially at Las Vegas Hindu temple, Jain temple. Every Sunday we pass on about 30, 40 books like that. And Las Vegas is such a place where especially Indians, they are from all over US come here for visiting, they find out where is a temple. And many of them, they do not know ISKCON temple, but they know this Hindu temple because it's there for almost more than 20 years. They came and the priests there, they are so friendly that I give them the books, they give out to them. So this is how we are trying to do our little portion of service to Srila Prabhupada's cause and mission, like that. And in 20th it says, Kule rupe dhaneva vidya kishunaya prema yoge bhajile se Krishna tustahaya. Good birth, beauty, wealth, and education are all useless. Krishna is pleased if one worships him with love. And that said, tulsi dal matrena jalasya chulukenava vikridite swa atmanam bhakte rabhyo bhakta vatsala. Bhagavan Krishna is bhakta vatsala. This is from Gautami Tantra and quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Lila. Chukula mat, chukulenava, tulsi dal matrena. We our Yukta Vairagya, we stay in a very nice house, but our house is Vrindavan. Because we have Tulsi there, we have deities, we have Srila Prabhupada there, his books are there, Srimad Bhagavatam, Caitanya, everything is there. And we keep our mind almost all the time in this. That's how the whole affairs becomes Vrindavan. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Vrindavan is, Thakur is staying like that. One cannot develop love of God on the strength of high birth, physical beauty, great wealth, or keen intelligence. Rather, if one cultivates love of God by favorably engaging all these assets, then the Supreme Lord becomes pleased. So a gnani is superior to karmi. A devotee freed from the clutches of gnana is a devotee freed from the clutches of gnani superior to gnani. And a devotee situated in the ecstatic love is superior, still superior. And they are each considered progressively qualified in the development of love for the Lord Sri Krishna. I heard in another lecture where it says that this highest pleasure in this material world you and me have is to have a lot of money, a lot of sense gratification. But this whole pleasure of multi-million dollars or whatever, it is just a drop compared in the ocean of Indra's heavenly planet Sukh. Indra's heavenly planet happiness is like an ocean, and this little paltry chapal sukha lavalagire, jad vidya jato mayar vaibhav, all this is just a drop. Now that ocean of Indra's pleasure is just a drop in the ocean of Brahmananda. Brahmananda means those gnanis who enjoy the pleasure in the Brahma Sukha. Brahma Sukha is complete absence of threefold miseries. And that's why they are feeling bliss all the time. Right? But that bliss is also insufficient. It is just a drop. That Brahmananda is just a drop of the ocean of love for Lord Sri Krishna. So that's the topmost which our Guru Parampara, Srila Prabhupada, is taking us, all of us there. Prabhupada has promised. I've read in one of the books called Memories. He says, I've got backdoor key for all of you to take you to Vaikuntha. So that's how we are greatly fortunate souls who have come in touch with Mahat Krupa of Srila Prabhupada Maharaj and his followers like that. And we should not remain content that, oh, I'm very bad. No, spread. Bhagavan Krishna, that's why he says, Nacha tasman manusyasya kaschin me prakruta. Nobody is more dear to me now, nor in future, nor in past, than one who goes and preaches my glories, my gospel of Bhagavad Gita to others. There is another Mata. She is from another culture. She's a young woman. And she got one of these books which we distributed at the temple. And the priest told her that, please contact this group. They are doing satsang every day like that. So she joined. She joined, and now sometimes it is like that. She now got engaged to her fiancé like that. And she has written one testimony very recently. She said, Prabhuji, we don't know you, and I don't know you all others, your group. But I've been hearing and reading and all this like that. Now my life has changed. I was a binge eater of meat. I stopped it. I have stopped even eating onion garlics. And she's, I understand she is a bartender in some like that. But she says, my life has completely changed by just coming in touch with this book. So this is the Mahat's Krupa. Srila Prabhupada's Krupa is spreading like this, and we should become Nimitta Matra Bhausavya Sachin, Bhagavan Krishna says. And Bhagavan Krishna's only mission in this world is to take us all back. And if we can put even a drop in that effort, we'll become very much recognized by him because he's Bhakta Vatsal. He will forgive all of our offenses. Brahmaji has, no one can change your prarabdha. No one. Not even the Supreme Court of United States. No. It's only Bhagavan Krishna who can change the karma. Karmani nirdhati kintuj bhakti bhajam. Brahmaji has promised that in his Brahma Samhita. So this is our exclusive shelter. Take what is that? Take shelter of Srila Prabhupada, Guru Parampara, and Bhagavan Krishna will be pleased. There is no doubt about it. This is the asansayam. There is no sansaya remaining like that. So that's how we should be like that. Okay. So 20th is like that. Then 21. Yate ka kahe na tattva vede bhagavate sab dekhaye na gaur sundar saksate. All the teachings of the Vedas and the Srimad Bhagavatam were directly exhibited by Sri Gaur Sundar. His life was, Bhagavan Krishna's life was, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's life was what? It's combined Radha Krishna. And the glorification Mangalacharan Vrindavan Das Thakur has done is what? Ajanulambito bhujau kankavadato sankirtanek pitro kamalaitakshav visvambaro dvijvaro yugdharmapalo vande jagatpriya karunavtaro namah trikal satyaya jagannatha sutaya cha sabhrutyaya saputraya sakalatraya te namah avtirna sakarunyo parichinna sadiswaro Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityando do bhatro bhaje Sajayati Visuddha Vikramah Kankabha Kamalaite Kshana Varjanu Vilambi Sarpuja Bahuda Bhaktir Savai Nirtaka Jayati Jayati Deva Krishna Chaitanya Chandro Jayati Jayati Kirtihi Tasya Nitya Pavitra Jayati Jayati Bhrutyaha Tasya Visvamurte Jayati Jayati Nrutyam Tasya Sarvapriyanam Adyasi Chaitanya Priya Goshti Charana Ases Prakar Murdand Parnam. So if we recite this Mangalacharan and do all our bhakti abhidaya process, then we are sure to obtain mercy of great souls and ultimately service ahaitua pratikat Bhagavan Krishna's love. So like that. Then next is Dasi hai me ye prasad dukhi rehail vrutha abhimanitav taha na dekhil. Despite being a maid servant, this Dukhi received mercy that can never be seen by those who are falsely proud. Being a maid servant at the house of Srivas, Dukhi pleased the Supreme Lord, Sri Gaur Sundar, by bringing him water from the Ganges. As a result, the Supreme Lord became pleased with her and addressed the pious Dukhi as Sukhi. Such activities are examples of incidents described in the scriptures like Vedas and Srimad Bhagavatam. If armchair speculators who observe things from a distance consider the devotee situated in ecstatic love as inferior, it is simply because they are falsely proud. Everyone has this disease of being proud, that I am those and I am that. These are all false platforms. And the real platform is that Brahma Bhuta, Prasannatmana, Sochati na Kangsati. We are all Jiva Bhuta, and that's why we are suffering threefold miseries. And once you become Brahma Bhuta. How do I become Brahma Bhuta? Mam chayo avyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate. Sa gunan samti tetan Brahma Bhuyai kalpate. And what is the proof that I have become Brahma Bhuta? Brahma Bhuta prasannatana sochti na kanse. Samas sarvasya bhutesu mad bhaktim labhate param. And for that you have to become nirvari sarva bhutesu. Yah mamiti sa pandava. 11.55. So this is, in short, I was up to this slok number 23. Ki kahi basri vasera bhagyera mahima yar das dasera bhagyera nahi sima. I am unable to describe the glories of Srivasa's good fortune. There is no end to the good fortune of even his servants and maid servants. Brahmanda Brahmite Kaun Bhagyavan Jeev, Guru Krishna Prasaded by Bhakti Lata. So that's the gist of today's section on this chapter 25. I apologize for whatever mistakes I might have done in speaking, whatever. So please forgive me. And now we have about 15 minutes. Any comments, realization, questions? Question I may not be able to answer, but we'll try. So is that okay, Mata? Priti Vilasi Mata.
Hari Bol.
Yes,
What a beautiful class, Prabhu. I was thoroughly relishing this class. It's so nice, especially because you speak from your personal realizations and you quote all the relevant verses to understand this better. Thank you so much. Such a fantastic class. Very power-packed as always, Prabhu. Very grateful. I don't have questions, but definitely the forum will. So,
Right.
Shivani Mataji, you want to post the questions?
Hare Krishna, Prahladananda Prabhuji.
Hari Bol.
Please accept my humble obeisances. First of all, I would like to thank you for a very beautiful Nectarian Mangalacharan. Jai. It was so beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the recap of the previous chapters, verses. And thank you for a very beautiful, beautiful Nectarian class, as Preetilasi Mataji said. And thank you for sharing the beautiful Mataji's realization who wrote to you.
Right.
How her life changed just by reading Srila Prabhupada's books. And that itself, shows how important it is for us as you go out and you distribute books. It's how important that is. And there's so much potency in Srila Prabhupada's books, even though
Right.
Srila Prabhupada is not here physically, but he's here otherwise and in his books. It can just change a person's life so much. I mean, so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that realization. Hare
That's
Krishna.
very true, Mata. That's very true. And I myself have experienced that. Although I was born of Vaishnav parents, and because of bad materialistic education of becoming a physician, Prabhupada calls it a slaughterhouse, the modern education, because there is no question of spirit soul. I remember very distinctly in the first lecture on physiology in medical college in 70s there, 70 like that. Professor Saxena was giving lecture on physiology. After the lecture, I went to him and I said, I have heard about spirit soul, which makes this body work. And he looked at me and laughed and said, don't speak about those things here. There is no concept of spirit soul in whole medical science. That's why it's slaughterhouse. Parabhavastavad abudh jato yavan jigyasatatma tattva. It is all futile. Whole medical science is futile. Why? Because it cannot save you from death. Jatasya hi dhruvam mrutyam, dhruvam janma mrutasya. They have no idea. They have no idea whatsoever. And all these big surgeons and big cardiologists and whatnot, they're all fools. Well, they don't know this. They're abodh jat. I was lucky that when I started practicing in the 80s, that's where I came one article, Sri Prabhupada Maharaj. One, just back to Godhead somehow. I said, this man makes so much sense to me. Then I found out there is a temple like that. Like that. In Africa, my story started like, and I was fully convinced that this can change my life. I stopped all nonsense is what I was doing before. All nonsense is we were doing. Like, even worse than Jagai Madai. What is that? I was cleaning uterus of women. Such abominable things I have done. But Prabhupada has rescued. So this is what very true. Anyone, our great duty to Srila Prabhupada is distribute my books. This is what he has said in Los Angeles one lecture, very famous lecture. Distribute my books, distribute my books, distribute. So if we can do little service with Prabhupada, we'll get his mercy. Thank you, Mata, again. Haribol.
Yes, definitely, Prabhuji, and you're getting the mercy because you're on daily basis, going out and distributing books to so many people and making so many souls. So that is such a wonderful. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Dear devotees, if you have any questions or realizations, please go ahead and share.
Okay, it looks like nobody has other questions like that. So,
There are a lot of devotees thanking you in the chat. I would like to read.
okay.
As Priti Lasni Mataji said, the Mangala Charan tune is like hearing from Srila Prabhupada ji. Jai. I totally agree with her. It was so beautiful and so nectarian. Kiran Mataji saying, beautiful class, Prabhuji, Hari Bol. Chinmay, which Priya Mataji saying, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranams. Thank you for this very beautiful and very instructive class. You quoted so many verses. Yashomati Mataji saying, Hari Bol, Dhanvat Pranams, Prabhuji. Such a heart-touching, nectarian class. I really love your realizations. I really loved your Mangala Charan prayer and Srila Prabhupada's glory. And Vrinda Gopika Mataji saying, Koti Koti Dhanvat Pranam. Jai, very, very inspiring class. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev, and Srila Radha Gopinath ki Jai. Devant Prabhuji saying, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, beautiful class. And Harita Mataji saying, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranams. Thank you for a very beautiful class and verses. Hari Bol.
Hari.
So thank you so much, Prabhuji. Once again, I thank you for your valuable time and association this morning. And looking forward to more classes from you in the future. I would like to pay my obeisances to His Grace, Prahladananda Prabhuji, and all the assembled devotees. Do I have your permission to close the call, Prabhuji?
I'm sorry?
Do I have your permission to close the call,
Yeah, sure.
Prabhuji?
Sure, Mata.
Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhueva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavyo namo namaha. समस्त वैष्णववृंद की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय चैतन्य भागवत की जय His Grace Prahladananda प्रभु जी की जय
Prabhuji, koti koti dandavat pranam, jai Shri Prabhupada.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Prabhuji, Hari Bol.
Thank you. Thank you, Guruji.
The class, dear devotees. Yeah, Patita Taran Prabhu also message from Malaysia.